Today's schools are not equipped with safety features specifically designed to defend against the catastrophic threat posed by shooters. As a result, this video will demonstrate how students and teachers are left to hazardous conditions, leading to panic and terror. It is comparable to being forced into a room during a school fire that lacked fire sprinklers, fire escapes, extinguishers, or alarm boxes. In this scenario, the classroom itself becomes a safety hazard. This is why we have created the Safe Zone solution, an achievable set of realistic safety features specifically designed to defend against the catastrophic threat posed by shooters. A teacher arrives at school and prepares for the day's lessons. She anticipates the arrival of a special little boy who will soon come flying into the classroom, filling the room with his contagious laughter. The school doors open and the day begins. This day seems no different from any other. As children finish their breakfast and gather for the daily morning meeting, there is a loud and terrifying noise. The sound of gunfire echoes through the hallways as the children run to hide in cubbies, bathrooms, and closets. Confused and scared, this little boy, who once bounced around the classroom with joy, stands in the corner of the room, frozen with fear. As the shooter approaches the door, the teacher, realizing that she is the only source of protection for the young student, the boy's body will later be found wrapped in the tight embrace of his teacher. This is the story of Dylan Hockley and Anne Marie Murphy.
Instead of running, instead of hiding, instead of panicking, Anne Marie Murphy found Dylan Hockley and embraced him. You know why we know that? Because when the police entered the classroom, that's how they found Dylan Hockley, dead, wrapped in the embrace of Anne Marie Murphy.
The front glass has, they're not sure why. Call us anything if you think there's someone shooting in the building. What I have on the phone is continuing to hear what you believe to be gunfire. In room 1.
Parents desperate to be reunited with their children waited at the fire station, only to be told by the governor the unimaginable. There would be no more reunions. Politicians, policemen, and other community leaders were at a complete loss for words. This was a day that sent a shockwave through this country and took the world by storm.
The majority of those who died today were children. Beautiful little kids between the ages of 5 and 10 years old. They had their entire lives ahead of them. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, kids of their own.
The school was immediately closed, and the parents left in mourning. This is a tragedy that shook a nation. And unfortunately, as we all now know, Sandy Hook was only to be the beginning. In the United States alone, there have been over 700 school shootings in the past 34 years. 140 of those occurred in a 2-year period between 2020 and 2022. Responding to a school shooting is a complex and harrowing task, even for the most highly trained police. One wrong step can mean the end of a child's life. As an example, during the Uvalde, Texas school shooting, a policeman made an error by calling out, "Yell if you need help," prior to neutralizing the shooter. A 7-year-old girl who had been successfully hiding yelled help. Hearing her, the gunman found her and shot her.
The footage shows the shooter entering the school and police waiting 77 minutes before taking him down.
The screams of children were scrubbed from the video, which means the officers in the hallway were hearing that. And yet sitting there.
Some moments are triggering pure disbelief. This officer strolls over to the mounted dispenser and sanitizes his hand.
Governmental measures have been put into place, including increased security, training, and arming teachers, panic buttons, and traumatizing student lockdown drills. None of these measures have had any measurable impact on casualty rates in school shootings. Something is clearly wrong. We love our teachers, but we can't expect them to single-handedly defend an entire classroom of students against an armed aggressor. We're in dire need of an answer. The Safe Zone solution was created to provide that answer. After years of thorough research, the Safe Zone solution has identified 2 necessary safety features to prevent these tragedies. The first, high-level polycarbonate bullet-resisting glazing is placed on all exterior vestibule entry doorways, interior glass wall panels attached to office spaces, and classrooms. The second, high-level bullet-resistant door and center glass panels are placed in every classroom, providing peace of mind that necessary safety features will be in place in the event of a school shooting emergency. In addition to this, the Safe Zone solution provides a state-of-the-art firearms detection system for selected entryways that can identify the exact location of a weapon and discreetly notify the staff. The acquisition and installment of all of these technologies will be provided at no cost to the schools through grants acquired by the Safe Zone solution. Our goal and vision is for this solution to become a template for school districts throughout the nation, and that these practices become adopted through legislation and codified into school construction codes. In 2016, 4 years after the Sandy Hook tragedy, the Sandy Hook Elementary School was beautifully reconstructed and reopened, this time with bullet-resistant doors and windows. The reopened school stands as our inspiration and model for how a school can be a safe haven rather than a lethal trap for our children. This reopening of Sandy Hook serves as an inspiration for all unprotected schools in the nation. Schools should be where life is nourished, not where it ends. Please help us make this a reality. Any contribution, large or small, will be greatly appreciated. To help, please visit www.safezonesolution.org. Thank you.